Yo, what is up? It's your boy Phil, and I'm back with another video. In today's video, we're going to be doing an easy guide on how to get round 100 in Shadows of Evil. I was asked in the comments if I could make a video like this, so I figured why not, and here it is. In this video, I'm going to show you everything from the best Gobblegums to weapons, and also the best strats to use. Hopefully this guide will help you guys get higher rounds in Shadows way easier, and if it does help, then please leave a like, it would be much appreciated. Anyways, here it is. First thing I want to talk about is Gobblegums. So I would recommend these 5 Gobblegums in your loadout. First one being Perkaholic, which is really good for getting the perks. You can use Soda Fountain as well, because it's almost the same, you just have to buy some of them. And you can also use On the House, but I wouldn't recommend that. As well as Unquenchable, and I wouldn't recommend Unquenchable either. But if that's all you got, then it's perfectly fine. Now, if you have Raindrops and none of the other, then use Raindrops. It's 2 free perks as well as max ammo, so it's great. You should definitely use this if you got it. Next one is going to be Round Robin, as well as Power Vacuum and Alchemical. Now, if you don't have any megas, it's totally fine. You can just use classics. And I would recommend Alchemical, Lucky Crit, anywhere but here, In Plain Sight, and Arsenal Accelerator. But you can use Danger Closest instead of Arsenal. It doesn't really matter. The 5th one is not really that important. So these are the classic Gobblegums I would recommend, and these are the megas I would recommend if you got them. Now we've talked about the Gobblegums, let's move on to the gameplay. Okay, so first thing you want to do when you load in the game is buy the door and use the beast mode. Get everything opened. Try and do what I do in this gameplay. Jump up here and shock this to get everything open in one beast mode. Next thing you want to do is go check here if there's a max ammo. If there's not a max ammo, you don't have to restart, but if you're playing classic Gobblegums, I would definitely recommend a max ammo there. Get the 500 points for free here, throw a grenade at the laundry and you should get the little node and you can grab 500 points for free, which is a big help, again, if you're playing classic Gobblegums. Now, this is the most important part of the strat. Don't open this door. I repeat, do not open the door. You want to keep it closed, because you're going to be training and camping in here. As well as this door, keep it closed. It's going to make it way easier for you because the zombies only come from that direction and from that direction. You don't have to worry about anything behind you. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, you just want to do all 4 rituals. You want to get the worms as quick as possible, it doesn't matter, but then open up Pack-a-Punch and you're good. After you got Pack-a-Punch open, get your perks. If you're playing classic, just get your 4 perks you want. Now that you got Pack-a-Punch open and you got all your perks, you want to go and get your symbols for the egg, because you want to get that Apothecary sword as quick as possible. If you don't know how to do all this on Shadows, I would suggest you watch a guide on how to get the sword and open Pack-a-Punch and upgrade your sword and all of that. Because this video is just for like people who knows how to do everything, if that makes sense. So I would suggest watching a guide for getting the swords and get it upgraded. Anyway, after you get your sword, you should get your shield pieces and the fuses, because you want to get that shield for when you're doing the upgraded sword. And also because the shield is amazing just for high rounds, protecting your back and keeping you safe all the way. What the fucking hell. Okay, you got your sword, you're almost set for the game, but if you're playing classic Gobblegums, there's a way how to get a mega Gobblegum. Like a secret way, you have to throw a Widow's Wine grenade into each of the lions' mouths. And one of the lions are gonna have a little gum in their mouth. You pick it up and place it here and wait 4 rounds and you can pick it up. Now let's talk about weapons. You want to get the Apothecary Servant parts. One of them is a heart, you get it from killing a Margwa. The second one is a tentacle, you get it from the purple pod. The third one is kind of luck based. You gotta kill bugs, you gotta kill the parasites and the meatballs to get that. And a quick way to do it, it's just to grab the flag and kill these meatballs. You'll get it in no time. That's how I always do it. It's really easy, quick, and yeah, it's nice. Now you want to go to either the waterfront or the fucking footlight. It doesn't matter. Just get your Apothecary Servant, build it, and grab it, and you got your wonder weapon of the map. Now let's talk about the other weapons you want. Now I'd recommend a Haymaker. You can either get it from the mystery box or the pod. If you can't get it, get a KRM. The second weapon I would recommend is the Vesper, and get Deadwire on that bitch. And the third weapon, of course, it's the Apothecary Servant. So that's the 3 weapons I would recommend for this. Now that you got your weapons, you got your sword, you got your perks, Pack-a-Punch, everything, you're ready to do the strat for the high rounds. First of all, every time your sword is ready, use it. Don't use the slashing thing, use the left trigger. Also, make sure you hit that Gobblegum machine every single round because you want to get that alchemical, cashback, raindrops, power vacuum, whatever, you name it, and max ammo Gobblegum because the Apothecary servant only has 10 bullets and you're gonna need a max ammo Gobblegum. Anyway, as you can see in the gameplay, the strat is straightforward. Very simple. Use the Apothecary sword every time it's recharged and you can just sit in a corner. But when you hit around 30 or so, you're gonna have to run around because it's not gonna kill them as fast. So you gotta use that Apothecary servant shot. You still want to use the sword, but you gotta use the Apothecary servant, and when you run out of ammo, you gotta pop a chemical. When you have it activated, just shoot in there and down there. Now, if you run out of ammo and you don't have any Gobblegums, if you're playing classic Gobblegums, all you gotta do is train. For training, all you gotta do is just stay down here in the rift and use the dead wire on your Vesper, or get blast furnace on your shotgun and use that. Because that's the way to kill them if you don't have any ammo on your Apothecary servant. Now, some of you might be wondering about one tiny little thing, and if you don't remember, you're about to find out. It's a little guy. Some people may say the best way to get rid of Marguas is using pop shocks. And yes, pop shocks are great, but you can't expect it to be a pop shocks every time there's a Margua. So to get rid of the Margua, we're gonna need to use our fuses, place them in, and get our civil protector. And just watch, just watch. Now sometimes he tries to corner you, but all you have to do is just move back a little and maneuver around him. That's it. And you're gonna run back to the civil protector collar and do it all over again. So as you can see, what's happening is the civil protector slams down and it insta-kills the Margua, no matter what round. So obviously that's a great way to get rid of the Marguas. It's not really a difficult strat, it's really straightforward, simple if you got Gobblegums. If you don't have any Gobblegums, it's gonna be a bit more difficult, but still pretty simple. I really hope this can help some of you guys get the higher rounds on this map. And if I've missed something, and if you still have questions, please let me know in the comments, and I'll try and answer. That's gonna be it for the video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, or if it helped, and if you're new, please subscribe. And yeah, that's it. I still don't have an outro, so bye. Oh yeah, and the free Gobblegum I got from my ting was crawl space. So it's pretty random. It can be good, but sometimes it's horrible.